Hello, folks, and it is time for a Lickle Rum with Donald and Clive. And the point of these chats is that they are unedited, they are raw, they come to you as real as conversations with friends. So you might hear sounds in the background. You might hear doors opening, people coughing, everything. It's part of life. You might hear us moving around. We are not going to edit it. It's just how it is. Hey, Clive, it's your birthday month. How are you feeling?
Oh, excited.
Excited for your birthday?
Yeah.
hmm What are you excited about doing this year?
Oh, well. There's a lot of surprise around for my birthday, so I am excited.
Oh, nice. Let's get right into it. Today we are speaking about public transport, and I know that you know I I'm never very good at buses and bus schedules. I never was until now when there are apps that actually help you navigate that in London, in a city like London, for example, which means that back home in Botswana, in Gaborone. I mean, I do well with the bus routes in Gaborone, but I'm still um, not so good. How do you do with bus schedules and things like
Oh my goodness, coming from Trinidad, bus schedule.
that?
Just
Mm.
the thought of getting to school, you have to get up like you're going to school for 8 o'clock, but you have to be on the road at 4 o'clock to get the bus to go to school.
And is there a schedule?
Yeah, the bus comes and
We don't have a
the
schedule in Botswana.
well, we have a schedule, but
Mm.
when if you miss that slot,
Yeah.
it's gone.
Mm. Mm.
Or
And they
some
show up on time.
Yeah, but even sometimes it show up on time, and it's because there's one bus going from 5 villages before it reach to me.
Mm.
The bus come full. Then you have to stand in the bus till you get to school.
Oh man. Yeah.
But leaving Trinidad and coming to London,
Mm.
it was like, wow.
Yeah.
Buses every 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's in 2020, 22 year in now.
Mm.
You can get a bus every 3 minutes,
Yeah.
and it's. But then again, when I came here, bus was so affordable.
Mm.
Transport. You could buy a travel card for £1.20 for the day.
Mm. Yeah. And then now what it is? What is it?
Now it's about nearly £10.
Oh my God. So we're talking about when you came here in 1989,
Mm-hmm.
and then today is 2002.
Yeah.
I mean 2022, obviously. Yeah. And I mean, I always find that I used to prefer the tube all the time. I was just like, I always know how to deal with the tube map and how to get around when I'm in London. But I realize now that I can get around very well on buses.
When in my days, it used to be
Thanks to apps, actually. It's because of apps.
when I came here. It wasn't apps. It was Internet, where there was
Mm,
this big book in front of you, and
mm.
you got to work your way around
What was it called?
an Internet.
Internet. Where was this book located? In the
And
bus?
any paper shop you had to buy this book if you wanted to get your way around London.
Oh my. So you
And
walk around with this big map.
this, and even if you're driving, one person is sitting in the front seat with this book
Yeah.
and telling you, okay, you gotta go, so you gotta take a left, and then still you're never sure where you're going. You still have to stop and ask someone on the road, I need to get to so and so, where is it?
Wow.
And how things has changed now with apps.
Yeah. I'm so grateful for this witchcraft of apps.
Mhm.
It makes life so much easier. And I noticed that when I'm in uh, Botswana, there's always a stigma attached to taking public transport. When people say you taking public transport, they're like, "Oh my God." Sorry, guys. There's a motorbike in the background. I told you this would be real. But yeah, in Botswana, there'll be people thinking you shouldn't be taking public transport because it means you're not doing well. It means you're this, you're that, because people attach so much um, to owning cars,
Yeah,
and it's a weird thing that I never understood, and I just I mean I lived in Botswana. I didn't have a car for many years.
yeah, but even back home, taking a taxi, which is private
In
cars,
Trinidad.
and if you don't know the driver, you don't get in his car. He will skip.
Wait, go back. What do you mean?
If you're on a taxi stand and it's a
Mm-hmm.
busy day,
Mm-hmm.
and he comes and you said, I'm going now, and
Mm.
he's looking around to see who he knows,
Oh,
and they has a preference of using their taxi.
so first come first
Well,
serve
yeah, but it not
doesn't
just
work.
no. It's who I know.
It's who you know.
Yes.
I mean, all these nuances too, because public transport ends up meaning different things to people depending on the cultural context. Because I think here, in the West, people just think of it as it's something you get on it and you get out and this that. But in a lot of places, like in Botswana, people chat like in a combi. We call them combis, the minibuses.
Uh-huh.
They chat. They play the radio. There's the radio that is constantly playing, and no one seems to have the confidence to ask for it to be turned down, because the one time that someone will say please turn it down, people will be like, yes, we've been really disturbed by this volume. And how is it for you in Trinidad and
It,
maybe in the UK, sort of,
it's the same
with
in
those similar
Trinidad.
experience, parallel experience?
It's the same. It's like even if you it's basically when you go in the minibus,
Mm.
they pack that bus until it can't hold no more,
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
and they expect you to pay the same fares.
Mm-hmm.
I remember my first time I went when I came to England. I went back the year after,
Mm.
and I was in a taxi,
Mm-hmm.
and it's licensed for one in the front and three at the back. And the driver said no. So he had like five in the back and
Mm-hmm.
two in the front, plus him driving.
Mm.
And he put me on the what they call it, where
Carrier or something.
that thing that pulls up to
Yeah, to pull it up so that it goes on like a wheelchair thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he put me to sit on that in the thing. And then when I came out of the taxi, I said
Wow.
to him, I'm paying you half price.
Wow.
And he said, why? I said, because if something happened to me, I'm not covered.
Mm-hmm.
And you're charging me the full price.
Mm-hmm.
Then the same with the maxis, the
Mm.
minibuses.
Yeah.
They're just charging you this big money.
Yeah.
And you have people sitting on each other's lap.
I know. And then we have the bus conductor who like leans over you
Mm?
with his sweaty armpit.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Clive, thank you so much. I'm sorry that we have to cut it short, but I'm sure that our listeners will understand. Please keep subscribing, and we will be back with another topic. Thank you very much.